It's Christopher O'Brien here once again, the people's person. I've got a video here which is a follow-up video to my video on Facebook and the video on YouTube, which you guys may or may not have seen nonetheless. It's called Introduction to Skipping. So if you haven't seen that and you've come across this video, could you please be so kind as to refer back to that one, because I think it's got some useful information. However, in my right hand here, I've got a skipping rope, a Nike skipping rope. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to show you guys two different types of jump ropes. Both of them are by Nike. And by the way, can I just put out a disclaimer? I'm not sponsored by Nike, but I really love the product and you'll get to see why in a minute. Anyway, so I've got a Nike skipping rope here, and this is what it looks like, guys, okay, when it comes, okay. It's also got an instruction manual here, which you can open and look through. It's in different languages, and it gives some warnings, okay. So, you're probably wondering why I'm making a video about unboxing the skipping rope. So I've got another skipping rope here, which is quite different from the one in my left hand. It's also by Nike, and it's a great skipping rope. And these two ropes have one really good thing in common. However, I'm going to start by showing you the functionality, or how to personalize, so to speak, the one in my left hand, okay? So the first thing you need is a pair of scissors, okay, to cut this up, to cut these off, beg your pardon. Once you've taken those off, this is what the rope is going to look like, okay? And as you can see, guys, it's really tangled. So unfortunately, because these ropes are boxed for a long time, before they get to the consumer, they wrapped up like this. It's not going to get any better, and it's going to make your jumping very difficult. So what you've got to do is actually get it straight, okay? So I've got, seeing as you guys are in my company, I've got a really good idea, and this is what I do with all my ropes. So what I've done here is I've boiled a kettle of hot water. And please, can I just say, be very careful. And I'll put a kettle of boiling hot water into the sink, and this is what I call cooking the rope. I'm not a TV chef, by the way, okay. So don't worry, I'm not going to cook anything, but it's just a euphemism. This is a great rope because the handles are really soft, okay? And Nike have really done a fantastic job in designing this rope, because in here you can unscrew the handles, and in here there's a little mechanism. And what you can do is you can actually adjust this rope to your height. But what we're going to do first is I'm going to show you guys, firstly, how to straighten this rope, okay? So what you do is after boiling the kettle, you put the hot water into the scullery over here, and I'll just move this out of the way, and you put the rope in here for about 2 or 3 minutes, okay? And you just leave it in the hot water. So the objective is for it to become really soft. And what happens thereafter is you take the rope out and you put it on an apparatus of sort. It might be a door frame, a bedpost, seeing as you're going to be doing it at home, and you pull it. And then you hold it there for another 2 or 3 minutes. And I assure you, it's going to be straight, okay? And after that, you can start measuring it, which we'll do as well. Coming on to this rope here, this is a different type of rope. It has a different function. okay? I'm going on to a different subject matter. We'll get back to that in a minute. This rope is a very technical rope by Nike. It's very different from the other rope in the sense that it's thinner. And when you're jumping over it, guys, you can hardly feel it beneath you. I would not recommend it for beginners because it's purely for speed. However, it does have a lot in common with the other rope, of course, being a Nike product, being the geniuses that they are, because once again, you can measure it, okay, to your height. So I'm not going to go through boring you guys on how to measure this one, because once I've showed you how to measure that one, the same thing will apply to this rope as well, okay? So, once you've left that in there for a while, you can proceed to take it out, dry it, and you have like a really short time to do this once you've taken it out, because what happens is almost immediately it starts getting hard again. So what I'm going to do in this case, I'm in a gym setting, okay guys, but this can really be done at home, okay? So I'll put this through here and then just pull it. And I'll hold it there for a few minutes. Okay, and this is how you straighten these ropes. And this is the boring part. Okay, so I would recommend holding it there for about 2 minutes, maybe, just to be sure. Okay, you might need to put a bit of weight on it. Don't worry, it's not going to get any longer, and even if